Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Derek here of DH Music, and no, I did not accidentally set the camera too low. I intentionally set it that way because I figured it's this, you know, this that's holding me back from YouTube fame. It surely isn't the fact that I don't ever tune my guitars before I get started. My tones are not that good, and my playing is repetitive and predictable. It's definitely this. So I figure I'll hide my face from you guys. That and I'm just trying some different things. And also, I don't want to take away from this beautiful guitar. A guitar that, to my knowledge, there's not been any other videos about on YouTube, which is crazy. Like, I see people have them. Why are you guys not talking about it? These are fantastic guitars. This is another MJT creation. This is a Lydia. Very pretty name. This is a guitar that I've been wanting to check out for a while now. I just never got around to doing it, mainly because it's so different. You know, it's got a weird retro kind of vibe to it. It's also a pickup configuration I'm not used to. You got a Tele bridge pickup and a P90 in the neck. I mean, I'm used to Tele bridge pickups and P90 neck pickups, but in the same guitar, you know, I didn't even know we had the technology to do so. So it was a strange thing. And so as you guys know, I'm a big MJT fan. I've got currently, including this one, 4. I've got my 2 Strats that you guys have seen on this channel, this one, and then I have a Tele that's on the way. And I love their guitars, but they're custom made to order instruments. Very rarely do I ever see one. They're custom made to order instruments, so you know you're not going to see them just build one of these and just sell them right out of the store. You know, these are custom made for each customer, and they're not the cheapest things in the world. I know they're quality products, but I don't know. I guess it was just something I wasn't really comfortable taking the risk on, and I found a guy on online who had a great deal for one used, and he was actually willing to do some trading, and I traded an old Tele Deluxe that I never really played that much, and got this, and I'm super happy with the trade, and honestly, I think I'm going to have to get another one, because this is just such a phenomenal guitar. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me, and just in terms of aesthetic, it kind of reminds me of the old USA PV guitars. You know, like the T60, T25, things like that. You know, those guitars, obviously it's a little different, but it's just a funky, very retro looking shape. I don't know, something about it, I just kind of got those vibes, and this is a funky guitar. But I tell you, everything about it just makes sense. The arm contour is, you know, the body shape just feels very natural. It sits, you know, it might just be because of my gut, but this thing just sits so perfectly natural. I mean, every single fret, you can just get right up to it. And it's a great playing instrument. Everything feels really nice. I really wish I'd have checked these things out sooner. It's just absolutely amazing. It's a great guitar. And so let's talk a little bit about this specific one. Now, here's the thing. It's really hard to review MJT guitars because they're custom made to order, so your specs may be different from mine. So, and also, they don't sell electronics. You put your own electronics in them usually, or you tell them what kind of electronics you want. So, you know, you probably will never get a guitar exactly like this because, you know, these are custom specs. But at least to give you an idea of how the pickup configuration works. Hopefully, I can give you some insight as to how well this thing plays and a multitude of other things. So, starting with the neck, I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, their Tele neck. I could be mistaken. You can read here if I'm correct or not. But it doesn't matter. You can get the neck completely made to your specifications. This is a Musicraft neck that was finished by MJT. From what I can tell, like I said, this was not a custom order. I'm just going off of what the gentleman I bought it from is telling me. It's a standard C-shaped neck with a nice vintage amber, and I don't know if you can see that there, but it's been sanded off in the back and feels really nice. Of course, you get the 6-in-line Kluson style tuners, which are really nice. I like those. And no string tree on this one, which I thought was interesting, but you really don't need it on this guitar. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't seem like it needs it. Seems like a rosewood fingerboard. Frets, from what I can tell, seem to be 6105s. I've got those in my guitars, and they're very similar. They definitely feel like them. They have a very nice, fast, and smooth feel to them, but they're not too tall. That's what I'm thinking. They're probably 6105s. They definitely are not stainless steel, which is fine. That's just a preference thing. The body, from what I can tell, appears to be alder, just based on weight. You can't really see the bare wood of this, and it's finished in white, and there's not really a lot of wood grain coming through any lines that you might be seeing. It's just the finish checking. So it appears to be an alder body. It's very lightweight, very comfortable. I can play this, for several hours at a gig, and not feel the weight of it. So it's very, very nice. And this beautiful kind of vintage white kind of finish. It looks really white on my camera. It could be just a settings thing. I try to get it far enough away to where the white balance isn't getting completely thrown off. It's really hard to shoot white guitars. It does have a stark white pickguard. I am going to be changing this for a black, just because I think that would look a little bit better. That's just a personal preference. But again, this wasn't my guitar. It wasn't ordered specifically for me, but I do have a black pickguard on the way. Pickups are Lawler pickups. I've got a Lawler P90 and a Lawler bridge pickup. I don't know exactly what model. Like I said, it's just what the guy ordered. Great sounding pickups, as you heard, and we will play it a little bit isolated so you can hear what this thing sounds like in a couple different settings. The electronic configuration, now this is something that really surprised me. It appears to already have some kind of treble bleed system, and also a very interesting configuration going here with the tone controls. As far as I know, this is passive. There's not a battery box anywhere. It doesn't appear to be active, but it's got a passive tone control just like you have in any of your guitars. And this appears to be a passive bass roll-off, and you heard it earlier in the backing track when I rolled this back and got a really kind of stratty kind of tone in the down part of the solo. It works really nice on that P90 neck pickup. Say I originally thought it was going to be like a Strat where you have like a neck tone control and a bridge tone control, but that's not the case. These are both master controls that affect both pickups. A three-way selector. It's a little further down than I'm used to. I'm used to just flicking a Strat bridge pickup, but some people who have a problem with that, that might be something cool, and you don't have to buy that stupid pickup switch lock thing that I guarantee if you're a guitar player, they are spamming your Facebook and Instagram right now, because every time I open up Facebook and Instagram, I see the ad for that stupid pickup switch lock. So, rant over. I don't want that. But let's hear what this thing sounds like. So right now I'm on a Plexi preset. This is the preset I was using at the beginning of the video. And again, it's just the Plexi Bright model on my Line 6 Pod Go with a stereo Adriatic delay and a little bit of reverb. Okay, probably a little bit more reverb than some of you would like, but that's what I got going here. This is the same tone I used for the solo. And let me show you how the treble bleed works real quick. First off, that sounds incredible. That's the Lawler bridge telly pickup, and just sounds great. It's a little bright, but that's also this setting. But it doesn't. It's got all that twang, but it doesn't just bite your head off. I dare you, next time you play that at a gig, play it just like that. All right, so here's the treble bleed. Volume full up. Roll it back just a little bit. Now this treble bleed, I don't know what they're using. Like I said, I haven't gotten into it. It does seem like it brightens the tone up a little bit when you roll the volume pop back. But actually, on this guitar, I really dig that. On the bridge pickup, it can get a little hairy, but I'm not really trying to clean up the bridge pickup that much. But listen how good it sounds on this beautiful sounding P90 neck pickup. Like, to me, that's a perfect treble bleed. That's exactly, if I use the PMTV trib, and I'll be really shocked if that's what's in here, but like that's exactly what I would be trying to get out of that. And this is perfect. So who knows? I might figure out what kind of voodoo they got going on in here and put that in the rest of my guitars. And what I like about it is listen to the balance between the P90 and the Telly bridge pickup. I was worried that this guitar would be a little bottom heavy, or I guess it'd be top heavy since it's the neck pickup. They just wouldn't balance that well, but just listen how awesome this sounds. That Telly bridge pickup is no slouch. It's got some meat to it. And I've got a area hot T in my Cabernita, and which is obviously a hot sounding pickup, but it does lose a little bit of that Telly twang in my opinion, whereas this has got twang in spades. So great tone there. So what I want to do now is go to the middle position, then I'll show you the treble and bass roll off, and we'll check out a couple other tones. So here we are in the middle position. I don't exactly know what that was, but let's hear that cleaned up just a little bit. And that's just the knobs, and that's this sound. This goes to show if you got a good guitar, good electronics, and a good pod, or at least a good tone in general, you'll clean that really nicely. Just cleans it really well. Tone control acts as you would expect. Here it is on the bridge pickup. See, it's got some bite to it, but nothing too terrible. And here it is with the tone roll back a little bit. So it really smooths out that bridge pickup. And what I like about this bass control here is when you're in the neck position and you've got a pretty overdriven sound with a P90 pickup, and that's not a knock against this pickup, that's just P90s in general, and really any neck pickup, if you think about it, you're going to have some issues with it getting a little muddy, especially on the lower strings. So if I'm doing like the Purple Haze thing. So that's fine. It's a decent tone, but especially on the low E string, it just gets a little muddy. Watch what happens when I just roll this bass off just a little bit. So that's probably like, there's no indication there, but it's probably like 6 or 7. So here it is full up. Rolled back slightly. Just completely cleaned up that tone, or cleared up the sound, I should say. It's definitely not clean. And that's just with it barely rolled off. Watch what happens when I just roll it all the way off. Full up. Kind of seems like it's rolling off a little bit of mid-range too, which is nice. It gives it a very stratty quality. We can mess with the tone control a little bit on the neck pickup as well. Bass control full up. All right, I'm done with that. Tone control works great on there. And you can even do some other cool stuff. So, like, go to the middle position here. So you hear how muddy that sounds. Let's roll a little bit of bass out. Man, this thing sounds so good. My wife just informed me dinner is ready, and I just don't even want to eat. And I'm a fat boy. That's how good this thing sounds. This thing makes you want to not eat. So this is the greatest weight loss plan I've ever been on. But guys, check this thing out. This thing just sounds phenomenal. Expect to see this on the channel a lot more. I probably should demo some clean stuff, but you heard some clean stuff. I mean, honestly, guys, this thing just sounds great. You definitely be expecting to see more of this, and I'll be using it in some covers and things like that. Leave any questions or comments you have about it in the comment section down below. And if there's anything you would like to hear, maybe a specific style of tone. This is, obviously, I was using it for a rock, blues kind of thing, but I feel like this would be a pretty great praise and worship guitar, which is typically what I play, and I'm very excited to try it out this weekend. So, but guys, thank you so much for watching. It's a fantastic guitar. MJT, those guys are just phenomenal. I definitely think I'm going to have to get another one of these, probably in like a natural ash, which is really going to make me miss my old T60, because I don't know why this just gives me that vibe. But guys, I need to go. I need to go eat, and I need to quit playing this thing because I will be here all night. So. Highly recommended. Check this thing out. Check out MJT. Like I said, I've got 4 of these things, and every single one of them is just great. Customer service is amazing. Communication is great, and they're just wonderful people to work with and to deal with. And I'm a proud owner of their guitars, and will continue to be a proud owner, and plan on getting many more. So they've got a customer for life as far as I'm concerned. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Bye. What are you doing here? Go. The video's over. If you don't get this, you're too young.